Here are my favorite collabs of 2025. If I were to sum up my 2025, I'd say that this year helped me to appreciate the value of collaboration a lot more. Because when you cook something up with your friends, right, it allows you to spend time with them and understand them in a way that you wouldn't really get to experience otherwise. I also realized that it's a really good way to learn about music production because when your track gets debuted on a stage, you have a real stadium with a real sound system and a message that the choreographer wants people to see on first glance. So this makes details matter a lot more and a lot differently in the way that you mix and you EQ as compared to a track that's meant for anyone to stream at any time and play it over and over and over again. So yeah, 2025 has been rewarding. Let's get into my favorite collabs of the year.
This top 10 is in no particular order.
Coming in hot at number 10 is my own item from Old School Recital.
OK 啦，我给你便宜一点。
奇怪吧？
My god. So this was actually a collab between me and 30 other dancers because I got them all into a studio and did the worst recording ever on this mic, but thankfully I was able to clean it up and make it all sound nice. So we will have many Singaporean phrases like
sit where 啊
You did 拿不？帅哥吃得打包。Mommy, I'm hungry.
And yeah, your voices really brought out the chaotic kopitiam vibe. This project holds the record number of samples used ever in a timeline for me and most number of mixer channels that I've ever used. Yeah, even though I make fun of you all a lot, I think the kopitiam is a very precious bunch. You are very special and I miss our experience quite a lot. Okay, that's enough sentimentality for now. Let's move on to number 9. And number 9 is the collab with Cheryl for Old School Recital instructor item. We actually did an episode, but I stupidly deleted the interview file.
Then how? Just do lor.
It's honestly one of my favorite fun items to do this year. Cheryl really did a lot of research on what would happen in the 1970s scene. We put so many sound effects together to bring it to life. So thank you, Cheryl, for being an absolute joy to work with and for agreeing to be on my first ever interview, which never came out. And maybe let's finish the song that we made about the right sock that ran away from the washing machine. Okay, special shoutouts for Old School Recital. It happens every 2 years, and this time I actually mixed for 3 more items. Grace's item was super tough. It's my first foray into something orchestral, and it's difficult because I'm used to impact. But working with Grace teaches me the beauty of having something to build gradually and to have every detail be just right. So for this track, we actually had a lot of layers, but we took away like 90% of them, just leaving the key ones that delivered her vision. OCJ item, I hate cockroaches with a passion. And guess what concept they went with? Cockroach. I was just so happy to make the audience uncomfortable because I myself was uncomfortable when I was mixing this. Thanks Chris, thanks Sam. And feng shui item. Surprisingly, a crowd favorite. Thank you, Terrence, for leading me and Eldrin. Thank you, Eldrin, for being an amazing collab partner. We unintentionally made one of the most iconic items this OSR, and there's nothing that can really replace the Sky Is Your God remix lah, huh? I'm recording something. Can you give me like 5 more minutes? Number 8 Now we're going into Dancetitude territory. For those who didn't know, NTU has their concert, Dancetitude. This year, I mixed for 2 items and I did a combined mix for 3 items. This entry goes into what I believe is the smoothest working experience that I had on a collab this year. Is with Euhora, Chelsea and Jordan. Thank you guys so much. From start to finish, it was just inspiration flowing. I really love projects that turn out like this. And I particularly enjoyed the breakdown sections. Yeah, your item design really stood out to me lah. You all already know. And I'm looking forward to working with you all again if we get the chance. Number 7, we have my first ever street jazz dance break for Iggy, Lawun and Chloe. So this was a challenge because usually I create with a constant bounce. Working on this mix taught me to create moments without resorting to that. And I think it turned out really interesting. We have at number 6, E-Mix Production, Lincoln's item.
Twice emotional stability, sound body and tranquility, stock investments, more entities.
I think it was a real treat because I love Kendrick. And being given a chance to look through his songs, take apart the best lines for the story and overlay it on another one of his songs is something that I'll remember for a very long time lah. Number 5, my first big orchestra sound. This goes to C3 for Foreign Bodies Production. Okay, honestly, I was quite sad because I didn't get a chance to EQ this mix before it got premiered on stage. And it turns out, because of the gain staging, the loud parts became soft and the soft parts became loud. It's also because of that I had the biggest learning points on gain staging. Despite all of that, I was watching in the audience and I can see that your dancers really got into the zone. I told you all already, but I just wanted to say it again. Thank you for making me feel something that day. And now we move on to competition mixes. Before I start, I think this was the year that I mixed for the national team. I made another video on it, so I won't say too much, but thank you, Ryan the man, for entrusting me with this and even checking in on my growth recently. It really means a lot to me lah. Number 4, Uncle Pito. Congrats to Sam and to Uncle Pito. I remember Sam and I speed ran this mix at like 12 AM to 2 AM. Sam and his dancers went crazy with this routine y'all have already seen on IG, and they ended up qualifying for next year's Summer Jam. So I'll see you guys in Da Nang, and oh my god, you're not ready for the final mix. It's done. Next, we have Catholic High, which wins my award for most number of competitive reworks. This isn't the same track that we combined the Hai Di Lao song with a breakbeat, but we did use the same track for an internal performance, Super 24 and remix, which I believe from what Slim told me, they ended up performing really well in. This project really taught me a lot because when you have different time limits for competitions, you have to get really creative with your transitions, and having the choreo already done and on a tight timeline, having to rearrange the tracks for them to fit each timing. This is really interesting, and I think anyone who mixes should try it out. Side note, I also think that a lot more people should reuse their pieces. This is just my opinion, but I believe that there's going to be a lot of magic that can come out of that. Thanks Lim for the trust and support as always. Next, we are coming to number 2. Congratulations Gladys, congratulations Bukit Timah Primary School for winning Super 24. This one, The number of things we had to cut out was very crazy. It was by no means a complicated track, but I think it was just the significance of having a track that allowed you to come up with a competition-winning piece. So I wish nothing but the best for y'all in the coming years. And Bukit Timah Primary, if y'all have Gladys again, your choreographer has insane work ethic. Lastly, wow, this is not expected, but SYF, I believe it was for Bowen Sec, for Tess. Wow, High School Musical. Wow, this one really bring me back to my childhood, yeah. The songs that I used for this were very iconic, but the part that really stood out to me was the body percussion segment, because we had to imagine different groups doing a call and response kind of thing. Overall, really fun. Well, there are a lot more mixes that I would like to talk about. These are all cooking. There's going to be competitions, there's going to be show mixes, there's going to be my own tracks, and even some ads that are coming out soon. So stay tuned, because my music is coming out on the big screens and on the big stage. So to end off, just want to thank everybody who has worked with me this year, because I think for some of y'all, when y'all contacted me the first time, I hadn't really proven myself yet. And the fact that y'all trust my mind and ability to bring your vision to life, I think it means the world to me, and I'm very grateful for that lah. But that being said, I have been producing a lot more and I've been upgrading a lot. For those who want to mix with me in 2026, I'm going to be back stronger than before. And I'm going to keep improving, because it's just what I do. So yeah, looking forward to cooking up a storm with you all in 2026. See ya. Peace. ごめん、あまない。